Well, first blood was drawn in the mix of all of that. It looks like Fruenza was sent back into the next round with the life count advantage going the way of Delta. And Storm finds another, actually, onto Izumi. So now it's 2 players down for the side of Sun Esports.
Right now, this
shots rain true as it's going to be 2 players now falling for the side of Delta. Good answer back here from the boys from up north as it's going to be a 3v3 with 45 seconds to work with. And you can see Osa knows where to look, but that might be enough to get the bomb down on A.
he has to putting down the bomb. It is a 3v3. Also, just waiting to take his head off.
The pre-fire goes hard, but you got to time that when you only have 1 bullet. Maheso, though, still cosplaying a carpet to the best of his ability.
He knows not to try. Oh,
Darox with a devious double, finding Breaker and Maheso, putting Storm the 1v3 clutch situation, and you know where he's going to be, and Osa makes the read now to the side of Sun Esports.
The counter snipe, finishing off a Storm.
I don't know, somebody in chat said pros don't shoot bodies, and that is just a blatant lie. That is just a blatant lie.
Pros don't shoot bodies.
Destroy the objective.
That's a lie.
Either way, we go forwards, and it's going to be almost a collateral. Looks like those guys were testing the waters to see where they can find information, but still, first blood yet to be drawn. And again, we're looking for another one of these kills as he's actually put away the
sniper,
the Locust, and he's picked up the Tundra. And it's going to be Twix drawing that first blood.
Osa has a Tundra as well, and dropped. Quick succession.
Storm answering back. It looks like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they send it all the way back to A, get the bomb down, and now it is going to be a 2v5 retake. And they know where one of the players is. Darox giving away his position, but he fears no evil. He goes for the immediate reach out, but he just gives more and more to the players. Eventually gets taken out, but now it was a 1v4, but going the way of Delta there in the end. 3-2.
Delta now looking to level things. This might search and destroy matchup. Settle in. Make yourself comfortable. Because clearly these boys intend to take us all the way to around 11.
Well, then if it's around 11, it's got to be a best of 2. So if we have an overtime, remember that the overtime limit is a total of 20. So we might be here for a very long time if we can continue on this rate. But look at Twix catching the player with his pants down, as now we get to see more kills going the way of Delta Esports, as they've already evened up the score at 4-2 in terms of life count, and they will be able to get that bomb down uncontested.
Right now, it's only Osa Izumi left. Izumi dropped. I spoke too soon. This is Osa for the snipe.
Well, he knows the play is there. Giving away his position. The bomb now planted. 45 seconds to work with, and they know exactly where to hold to sort of box him in. But he actually takes out Michael, making it a 1 versus 3.
Now this is Osa. Osa gonna try and peek on anyone.
Well, at this stage, when you're this far down in lives, you can just chill, right? You've got to try and make it as flashy as possible. Maybe you make it happen. Whoa! The break! Oh my God! He's going to be able to do it. He's looking for a bit more, but he does have to play the time. He gets a hit marker. He almost did it, but Storm answers back at 3 apiece now. And oh man, are we going the distance?
That headshot, though. That quick scope. In the words of Thanos, next time go for the head. And he did.
Bomb acquired.
Storm drawing first blood now, as we have turned things on its head, going towards a bit of a different attack from the side of Sun Esports, favoring that B site, which is not something you tend to see. Storm almost catches a collateral by some miracle, but he's using his entire magazine to see if he can find a bit of a wallbang, as it's actually going to be Breaker taking out Darox with a wallbang of his own.
Twix waiting in the wings. Izumi gonna play Ring Around of Roses, about to meet up with Breaker, inevitably drops smoke. going to rise to the challenge and meet
Twix
him.
with a double on the other end of the map there, putting Izumi in a 1 versus 4. Things slowly coming apart at the seams here for Sun Esports. Having said that, though, it is still absolutely only tied, and you only need 7 rounds to win, so they can take this on in their stride.
Oh, caught on the reload. Are you kidding me?
That timing is immaculate, and for the first time in this S&D, Delta is going to take the lead.
They are at 4 wins. 3 more to go to take. For Sun Esports, 4 more. Storm trying to pre-fire a wall bang. Ambitious at best. This is Darrox. Cleaning house, trying to clear the walls, clear the spaces, check his corners as they move towards the B site. On this end, a bit of a flank.
Oh, Storm draws first blood. Storm finds 2. Man, that would have been a beautiful one for the highlight reel there. Looking for another, maybe even a third off the back of the sniper, but he knows he has his teammate
look at that.
pushed
They
up.
retreated. They retreated.
Well, I mean, I would also, but into the teeth of Maheso and Twix. And just like that, it's going to be Osa left in a 1 versus 5. Map and how to spring it.
This is unprecedented. The Kenyan side of Delta Esports
Storm
drops
finding
Osa.
3 in the round, and they have now secured 4 rounds in a row.
The belief is rising.
Destroy the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Someone says when Darroch shoots bodies, Delta locks in.
I love that Storm is just pre-firing everything he can.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, I hope
Just testing the water. He gets that!
It was not in vain. There was purpose.
Michael finding to be Twix with another one to himself, and they have boxed one of the players. Close range! But the
my lord!
way of Delta. That is fortunate.
Are you kidding me? It might be one more Delta to send the host nation into the final.
Well, Delta's alive because the shoe is currently fitting beautifully, 1 round away from closing it out, and it's going to the scorecard with 1 each. Already life count advantage in favor of the boys. And you can see Storm, he is aggressive as ever. 2 on the back end, Storm takes out Osa. It is now a 1 via pipe dream coming to an end here as Morocco. Are you 3 teams, ladies and gentlemen, and the Cinderella story for the side 3-2 and the S&D 7-3.
Stay into the final. Are you joking?
You wanted a home ground advantage and you got it. They don't even seem that happy.
They don't even seem impressed.
All right,
I
everyone.
mean, they have guaranteed themselves ready. They're already in the money end.
Yeah, they at the very least they've guaranteed them
$1,500, I guess.
Well, actually, no, they've pushed it to the final, so they have either 1,000 or 5,000.
Wow.
So they've already made money.
They've already made
Pay for Sizzy's Ubers.
And right now, we're going to have to hand over to John Ribier, production set there, in the car, in the players' booth there.
And remember,
it's coming home, but it sure looks like Delta is halfway with here at home. From almost going home yesterday, I remember Shout saying that it's going, and now they're in the finals. Now, the man of the hour, done with it again, in a gut-crunching situation. Make your way to the stage, Team Delta, please. An amazing round right there, won at the very end. All 5 rounds went, and we saw great Call of Duty action right there. Some great sniping to set an amazing shot, and also by Sun Esports from Morocco. So, to the stage, please. Make your way quickly, Michael and team. Make your way to the stage. This pool is $15,000. It's going to be amazing. This time's not on our side. Maybe if you can come to the stage quickly. We have so cool team. A lot of sportsmanship right there, showing that it's all love at the end of the day. Mike, how are you guys feeling? Again, leaving it down to the wire. We give you food early.
I don't know. I just love content at this point.
You love content at this point, and then they took it down to the wire. You had some really, really tough matchups. It went game club in anyone's game. How was that competitive level against the first time?
To be honest, I think so. How we performed, that was much more better compared to how we performed early in the matches and stuff like that. I think all. And Dax was saying, man, he's really good. He's a good player. Actually, all the time, really good. So I think so. He gave us like the biggest challenge over here.
All right, let's talk about the next round. Anyone can take this. Mihaso and Team Mino can take. We have a big match coming up. Our team from South Africa, GNX, going up against, find out who is going to be in the next finals. What are you looking for in the next match? What are you watching in the next round?
I'm just waiting to be for the game to be competitive. When this was competitive, we still have hopes on winning, but we're not letting our guards down.
Yeah, congratulations. Some great snapping action right there. And then finally, guys, do you have what it takes to bring it home? It's so close. If you win the tournament, that means you get the prize money and the MVP stays home. You can see that beautiful trophy behind you. We don't want them going to another country. Do you have what it takes to bring it back home, just to make sure that it stays here?
Yes, we do.
Yes, they do, is the word coming in from Team Delta. And now let's talk to guys from Sun Esports. I know they lost, but we've got to give them a proper send-off. They made the way all the way here. Thank you so much. I'm just take the mic. Thank you so much. Give it up for Team Delta down. Give them a coffee quarter for that lead. Great showing right there. Now for Sun Esports, but as another stage, we've got guys on the main stage that are only not good commentators here, but you can follow them Twitch and on YouTube. Eugene Abu Dhabi on YouTube, and Captain Trout right there on Twitch. Amazing streamers are going to keep you coming with some amazing Call of Duty action.
Right, amazing Call of Duty Mobile indeed. I do not believe it. I do not believe it. The Kenyan Cinderella story.
It is coming true. That shoe fit perfectly in S&D, and I saw someone in chat say, if you only scrim hardpoint, you'll only win hardpoint. So that's
we're going straight into it. Yeah, since time is not on our side, we're going straight into semi-final number 2. This is NXG from South Africa versus Sid, apparently.
This is exactly the match that they wanted. You damn right.
When
and
you pray for rain,
so incredibly tenacious. They have such an opportunity here tonight. You know, they can get back into this. They've come back from worse. It was 5 hours long, and now they're here in the second semi-finals. Look, the total of $15,000, and of course, for them is going to be Delta Esports, as they've already secured their spot in the grand.
I can't believe I'm saying it. At the beginning of this day, that was the last thing on anyone's bingo card.
Radar? Bingo card?
Yeah, what's on your bingo card at all? No.
Well,
no.
Actually, but after the first round, no. And then they just pulled it out. Right now, we just got the maps up here. I'll write them down so we can talk about that going forwards. But if I'm not mistaken, the two teams will be getting, as of right now.
And right now, this is, and you can see them devoid their captain. just leading the charge. Words of advice as they set up their pillows, make themselves comfortable. Aspire already.
He's a talkative man.
He's a talkative man, and
he
he loves the good
around.
trash talk.
Yeah,
by the
that's
way.
facts.
I expect that's what's going to happen if he wins. I'll 7, a bit of trash talk if they win. If they win, on the side of Sierra 7 as well. We saw what happened when they faced off against Aura 3-2. They let them hear it. They let them hear it when they won.
Yeah, I mean, it's the teams going up against one another. But the one thing I will say, it's chill and else from Noxious is just so chilled. they just, even when they were like, okay, that was a little bit of a challenge. Don't put your head down. You know, you're like, man, that is not what I would have said. Yeah, I've got to respect the sportsmanship. It is a fantastic showing from both teams, as the two are going to be heading head to head. And this was a bit of insider information for you guys. Most worried about fighting.
We're going to get those maps to you in a bit. Right now, teams right now, as we look at NXG Noxious Gaming versus Sierra Sass Devoid versus Life. We saw this before a while back. 151 kills, 153 on 61 kills. The higher for Life because they played a lot more games, honestly,
100%
than NXG. To be seeing that, you know, the KD ratio is almost a bit even there. 1.3 for Devoid. The assists, well, a lot more again for they have played. They have played a lot more games this year since having to play a lot of the replay there, with against 20 assists for Devoid there, not to speak. And this is based on the number of games already played right now, having Sierra 7 playing the Battle of the South versus the West. Northwest?
Anything above Malawi is north in Africa.
If you want to get petty.
If we're being honest, as somebody who's from South Africa, anything north of like Joburg is north. You know what I'm saying? Like that is, we're talking quite far north in comparison to wow, I just added a T for no reason. Comparison between these two countries. Either way, these are arguably the two top dogs in the competition, and this is going to be a real test of tenacity coming live here. And we did finally get those maps for you guys, and it is another awesome map pool. Starting things off with Summit, second one on SD. I know that I said it was awesome. I might have fibbed a little bit there, as we go into Kuruhana, which is, like you said, an extraction of a small section put down into multiplayer. And then Control on Raid, bread and butter. We don't need to talk about that one. HP on Apocalypse, another fantastic all-round map. And again, we get to see Express, which is where we saw a Noxious literally sprint every single round into the spawn of Sizzy.
Yes.
And that was a 7.
Yeah. And that completes our map rounds. HP hardpoint will be on Summit, SND on Control on Raid, HP on Apocalypse, and SND on Express. I can't say I'm too thrilled about some of these map picks, Stroud.
They're not too bad, no. I actually think I'm thrilled for all of them, bar Kuruhana, but I haven't had a good or bad experience with that map yet, so I'm yet to pass my judgment upon it. But as of right now, things are looking all right overall for the map pool, because we get to see a bit of structure going up against structure, because both of these teams are touted for their tactics.
Look, from what we saw from the last Kuruhana pick yesterday, that was the last time we saw a Kuruhana pick, and that was amongst the first games. That was actually between what, Sierra 7 and Aura. The first game we had Kuruhana amongst those picks. And what did we see on that SND? It was a close encounter. Not much room for snipers there. It was not a sniper.
We did see a few snipes, but it was one or two, not quite what we used to. We saw a lot more SMG action around the bomb sites.
Check your corners type map.
And we've seen already, especially on a map like Tunisia, which actually didn't make its way through here. I guarantee you're going to see it in the grand finals. But it's interesting to me that people don't check their corners, because you know the general spots where people are going to be sitting.
Right. Either way, right now, this summit now, again, just for hard point on summit, at that I get. Hard point on summit is good. The snowy badlands make sense. They do make sense, the snowy badlands. And S&D on Kurahana again, nah, I'll leave that. I'll put a pin in that. Raid control, we've seen a lot of that. Everyone keeps choosing raid. It makes a bit of sense there. Apocalypse on hard point, we've seen a couple of those. Express, you like Express, don't you?
I like trains, and somebody in chat was roasting me for that. Exactly.
True.
But overall, I think it's a good map pick, and we'll be going over to the desk in a little bit as they're going to give us a bit of a rundown, some talking points that they can fill our yapping with their yapping and give us a bit more time. Overall, it does look like the teams are going to be getting onto the lobby here.
And we're going to get there. And look at those squads again. If we can get to look at those squads again, like to look at the squads for NXG and Sierra 7. I just want to see the kind of roster we're dealing with. I want people to see the roster we're dealing. But before that, either way, we'll go to our analyst desk.
Yeah, let's actually let them talk about the rosters.
Yeah, we'll have them talk about the rosters later on. But for now, we'll talk about the rosters and see what to expect from each individual player as we walk into this second semi-final. And this is, remember, for those who just joined us, NXG Noxious Gaming from South Africa versus Nigeria's Sierra 7. And I think we're about to send it to our beautiful virtual set, Shamsa Ribia. Take it over.
Uganda. We'll see you in a bit.
Mustard time NXG versus excessive yapping right there. You have people's mic. Time to take it over to the game, which is NXG versus Sierra 7. I think that's going to be exciting. NXG, remember, had that easy way in because there was a map that was dropped. So Sierra 7 has had to battle 3 times to get to this position. Now, let's talk about that. Who do you think is in the best position to win right now? NXG a little bit relaxed, but Sierra 7 have way more reps.
You know, it's actually crazy how Sierra 7 called out NXG actually devoid, and it's crazy how they've ended up in each other. Now we're actually going to see how NXG is going to play this tense match. They had an easy way with CZ, but now we're going to see the competition. They're looking forward to play Sierra 7 as well. Sierra 7 is a very dangerous team. I feel like NXG, no, they definitely do not underestimate them. NXG considers S7 as the best LAN teams in Africa, so they're definitely looking forward to play against each other. But NXG really needs to bring it all. They really need to bring their A game, or S7 might just take it. They might just take it.
Let's talk about the path to the final right here. So NXG made it through being the second bracket in South Africa, and they managed to make it here. And we're talking about our team Sierra 7, coming all this the losers bracket to make it here, and then winning again against Aura 233 after having losing against them in the first game. Talk about the tenacity of both teams.
Indeed, it's going to be very, very good because Sierra 7 have quite a story ahead of them if at all they make it to the final and if at all they win this, because you saw they came from the lower bracket of their qualifiers to go and win, and then they also had that crazy match between them and Aura, of which they passed through to the semis, and now it's very intense. The Noxious Gaming guys know that they're a very difficult team to go ahead against, and they're just quite ready to fight them and see who goes straight to the final.
Now, before we give it over to the host, let's talk about Carry first. You have some amazing offers. How can I get my 20 or 40% off? How are you going to get this?
Okay, you can app on your Play Store or App Store, but you can also just Google shop. Get yourself those 20% deals that will be valid until the 24th of November. However, look forward to Black November. Carry Fast never misses. They're a great deal which will last all the way to 2nd December. Guys, there's a new Zodiac Armory. Get your code points at a discount, a major discount, and get those.
You go get your amazing discounts right there. And now we're about to give them what them, man. They've been on their feet for the last 4 hours. Shout out to them. And one of them is a natural blonde that is short, and the other one is just blonde by intelligence. Eugene Abu Dhabi.
It's been told the game has started.
Yeah.
So we should be loading into this right now. Just mic check.
Mic check.
Hello,
finally.
hello. Mic check.
The game has started. Of course, this is 7
On
Hardpoint Summit.
It was okay.
Going straight into it. This is Hardpoint on the snowy Badlands
from the Nairobi capital, trying to see if we could get this first step, as we can finally hear me over the comms, I think. Mike,
it's first point getting a bit mixy.
Sad and Co trying to make it happen here on the mid-map. It's going to be Tipsy drawing the first double hard point here, but time still ticking over here for the side of Noxious. These guys are actually well in and around the point. Look at the kill feed. Goodness gracious. Sierra 7 in the last 20 seconds.
And right now it is 20 right now at the gate violently. This is NXG. Just look to end this quickly. Spira and Co holding already with the streak there. Hunter still drawn in, waiting. Take 2 drops Virus as well.
Look at how aggressive they are. Push on the pop. It is going to be NXG finding the first bit of time actually eat for the side of Sierra 7 as they're trying to get back into this game. They are down 40 points already. Turn of events as they are yet to get a good amount of control here. Devoid coming in with a streak followed up by Spire. Right now though, it is still Sierra 7 down the time for now.
P2 right now completely exposed. Right now 30 seconds left. 15 48 on 15 as the rotations come through on this. The next P3 is going to be pretty precarious, by the way. Lose it. When we're already on P2, this exposed hill, some of the tweaks to their names. Now Sierra 7 trying to rush to the next. They will. This is Santi. Quinstad will meet him. Run fight, sliding through its avatar, backed up, and it's Virus slap
with the
equalizer.
Now popped. It does look like that was a good amount. Sierra 7, and we get to see some streaks. A fantastic hold to answer back, being down. Certainly not out of this by any stretch of the imagination, but Stendo finds 3 with the, you can see more and more specialist abilities being utilized by in with a good 15 seconds or so between these two teams. Eventually Avatar comes still there for the side of, we get to see the Purifier rather than the water. It's going to be Avatar flying out of the point. Remember, he was the one that switched over from not the streaks down to a T, but they have to look towards this rotation, an important one to win in a row, but not on the next hill, rather on the previous.
This is by the next hill. Right before it activates. This is 5 seconds to the activation of the next hill. 90 on 47 is the current score in favor. The annihilated Spire in waiting, lying in wait to collect with the streaks raining. And a nade from Quinstad to life. Sierra 7 suffering seconds left, and next NXG are sitting pretty in the hard point. The scourge of Sierra 7 players shredding right through. Right. Access denied.
A crucial kill that Life needs to get the pinch, and say that it looks like it was just Sendo alive on the point. He eventually gets taken out. So a good break will be going their way, but they are still down a solid 60 seconds or so tire hill in hardpoint, as it actually looks like.
Right is where we stand as this hill winds down. We will rotate as 3 seconds, and it's all yellow in that hill as Sierra 7 anticipating a gunfight. It's right, Santi waiting, and Avatar drops him just so easily, but it's still all yellow there. Ooh, what backup does he have? Life up for the players from NXG to just find their way in by the stairs.
Such a weird experience to see the trades going this heavily in one direction, but you can see the kills are working out for the side of Sierra 7 here, but they haven't got much hill presence. They are from Noxious in the point. Having said that, the break finally comes on through, but they are still doing a huge double there with Devoid helping them out from the top ropes, and here comes Quinstad, and that is going to be P1 secured quite significantly for now. Still on the tear here, looking for streaks as the hill finally going back in Sierra 7, but it is still down 70 points or so as they need to rotate an additional specialist to come up against. But Sage holding true with the hills and maybe securing the first bit of time on P2.
149 on 84. Virus with an equalizer. Sage will be holding a warm, not happening, didn't hit anyone. No, someone might.
Oh, hard utility usage on point there from Noxious Gaming, but having break the point, look at them fighting for spawns. Avatar close range gets another kill. Still 60, eventually there is a break coming through for the side of Sierra 7, unless Spyro can make something happen here. Specialist on the map as we speak, kills going backwards and forwards, time still ticking over here, going to be Sierra 7. On the back end of this, looking for the rotation, is going to have a pandemonium kill. This can be as P3 up for grabs. Just a couple.
Take back once you lose it. Who gets it first? Who grabs it first? P3, who's in there? Right before it activates, they're just going to try and rotate in the yellows for Sierra 7. Headed straight into P3. Comes through, but no, it falls the way of NXG. Nauseous and Devoid long-range team covering the bridge.
And now range, Quinn's visibility, and now we get to see if there's going to be any more specialist utilization here. Trying to cleanse the souls of the S7 as they have actually done 60 points now, but as I say that, the break comes through, time still ticking up here for Noxious Gaming. Basket, they haven't even thought about rotating just yet.
This is it. This is it. Final. This is NXG versus Sierra 7. Just in case you are joining us, NXG Sierra 7 for Nigeria. 200 point mark as to rotate yet again.
Man, oh man, not be second best in South Africa, but they are looking to prove a point. We get to see Spy with the Annihilator. He knows the zone's there. He finds 3. He knows the 4th is close by. Looking to, unable to find the stab in the end, but the hill break is through and it is winnable here. The side of Sierra
21st win on hard point. S&D, that didn't even feel close. That did not feel close.
There was
There we go. Look at the what?
Everyone bar Spira just doing the dirty work with with nearly 2 minutes just being an irritation. 36 kills to his name, 39 to himself, slaying at every turn. Having said that, of Sierra 7, it looks like their previous demons, the skeletons in the closet, get more kills, but don't send players into the points.
Sierra 7 hardpoint matchup, not exactly what they expected. That NXG were waiting to face them. They knew they could beat them.
Sure, I don't know. That's a good question. We're going to have to wait and see as we go into a different Sierra 7, having a bit of a slow start there. But again, maybe fundamentals.
Right now, we're going straight into S&D. S&D on Kurohana, coming right up.
This is where we saw Sierra 7 finding a couple of those kills at close range. And they did it. Aura 233.
Yeah.
Now, watching from the stands.
Watching from the stands, correct. That is actually correct. Along with Sizzy. We're going straight into S&D.
Okay, we are just
straight
in. I'm
into
assuming
Kurohana.
Resources that we need to be going into the S&D, like you said. What do you want to see coming out of S7?
Right now, from Sierra 7, it's less about what's expected of them. What's expected of the players right now is just, okay, forget it. We know what we've earned our place on this stage. Let's just, again, on this tight map, but just let's be compact, strategic, check our corners pretty tight.
Looks like we have a technical load into the lobby. That's right, look right into the camera.
Yeah, okay. One of the players failed to enter the lobby. We are but this is it. Again, for those joining us, NXG versus Sierra 7 of Nigeria.
Right, so technical difficulties aside, you were talking about what is needed to be done if they want to take down Noxious Gaming.
First of all, forget that hard point round. Clean slate. Brick by brick, player by player. It has to be picture perfect. The calls have to be perfect. Do not fight. Okay?
And it still works out for them, but overall you need to be playing your life. Now it's not TikTok farming.
That's nice.
The way of the South Africans, Noxious Gaming, loading in. I believe all of them are back.
One hard point. If you just joined us, Omotolani Raji, who won hard convincingly, if I might add.
Over
100 gap. Johanna. S&D on Kurohana. Hard point on Apocalypse if we get there. And S&D yet again.
It looks like the players are putting on their headsets. They're trying to lock in. He's looking back at the camera. He's got a good old the rock smolder. You gotta love it. pretty sure the Series 7 guys are just trying to be as locked as.
Let's get mixy.
Well, Life draws first blood onto Abbott, not so good in game. He's first ball, and we are looking for literal pixel angles here and out.
That is very fast. Very fast in putting the bomb down. That was proper. And look at that. Santi's down. Train 3v4.
Oh, Virus makes a good read there, gets another kill. It's looking in a 1 versus 3 with 25 seconds to work with here. He knows where completely devious, unable to get the kill though. Time still ticking down, and now you have to face the firing Series 7, and they're going to walk right into the irons. Spyro sent down, and it's going to be the first round going the way of Series 7.
NXG suffer a loss on the first round of S&D.
Destroy the objective.
What is the tournament prize pool? The tournament prize pool is $15,000, ARA 82. This is Search and Destroy. NXG versus Sierra 7. Sendo falls early to life.
What on earth
What is
happened
that?
there? Doesn't matter, 2 kills, make it 3, go the way of S7. It's looking like they are looking to choke the life out of Noxious Gaming here, giving them a taste of their own medicine in terms of map control. Sierra 7 on Corona.
Wow, a complete collapse of NXG as Santi dropped by Devoid. Devoid gonna try again. The bomb is down. Give. Devoid chooses to walk the plank. He's going to move slowly at it. Devoid, check your corners.
And it's going to go the way of Sierra 7 as S&D is their bread and butter. Talk tactics, and they are putting up numbers.
Destroy the objective.
They will definitely drag this one. Not an impressive start from NXG here. Sierra 7, NXG dropped Devoid. Devoid dropped rather. Life, Virus and Tipsy dropped in quick succession. The trades not even nearly even.
So
2v4.
That's right, and it's going to be 1 inch at a time. Up onto the map we go. Remember, on attack it's going to be Sierra 7. Good shots there from Santi, sorry, as he takes down Avatar, making it a 2 versus 3. Certainly not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. Good start here for the side of Noxious, but they need to keep that momentum. As the moment you give the Sierra 7 a little bit of wiggle room, they will wriggle right out of your grasp, and it's going to be Spyro with a huge 1-on-1, not able to find it, but Quinn's down him in a 1 versus 2 for Santi to clutch on up.
Right now, Santi in a precarious position, hearing the words you never want to hear. You're the last one. Complete the mission.
Well, he might just do it. It's a 1v1, getting that ball rolling, and this is a massive mental blow if they do not win this round for the side of Noxious Gaming.
Sendo. Quick retreat. Santi in hot pursuit. Bomb isn't down yet. He has to collect the bomb.
The enemy has the bomb.
He has to collect the bomb.
Sorry about the lower volume in casting. We just don't want to give away positional plays. As it's going to be a 1v1, there's no way he loses that.
He just did.
Shoot first and lose. Get gunned. He definitely had his funny up there.
He did. He had his funny up. This is now 2-1 in favor
of
S7. Who gets first blooded here?
Quinn's dad looking down the lanes. He said there weren't very many snipers on this map, but man, oh man, the first blood's been consistently snipers. Regardless, here we go. On to the point. Maybe trying to find a bit more with some blind shots. Quinn's dad drawing first blood, and there is an immediate trade. Virus finding another. Life comes down in favor for the boys over at Sierra 7.
Quinn's dad also dropped 3v4. Virus charged with responsibility of putting the bomb down. Where does he go? He's going to try and commit to the B point, I think.
I think they're just trying to find an opening to see where the enemies are set up, and right now it's just going to be Sage playing for information.
Look at the trajectory on the minimap, though. It looks like the B point. It might be the B point. It might be the B point, maybe.
Well,
50 seconds do
still available here. And of course, Sage has a massive one to win. Gives away his position, but doesn't get turned on. I thought that was going to be a very tough one, but fantastic turn of events there as the bomb is now going down. It is a 1v4 for Sender to clutch it up, and he walks straight into the irons of Tipsy, and I guarantee you, whoa, that looked like the first time I ever picked up a camera, but
that looks like my son picked up the camera.
You got a kid?
I have a kid.
I have 4 kids, but they're all dogs.
In. Three-round win.
Right, 3-round win indeed.
For CR7.
Sage again drawing first blood. It looks like Kurohana is where they want to play their S&D to the best of their ability. Trades again. Avatar, always the man who's pushed up. He finds the first blood for his team, but they are still down. Excuse me, they are actually evened up at 3 apiece now, but the bomb is yet to go down.
Responsibility of the bomb falling to Virus. Slow and steady wins the race. He retreats. He's hurt. But Virus falls with the bomb along with him. Tipsy for Pyra.
Well, Sage with that sniper.
Oh, Lord.
One excellent quick scope there. Fresh haircut, fresh fade, and maybe even a grill of lead. Regardless, we are now put in a precarious position, but at the very least, he knows that the body was trekking from one side to the other to go see if he can either find the kill, turn it into TDM OBJ based round.
Sage gonna try and collect the bird, just waiting to hear it. Of course, that he needs to be moving. For now, just waiting to confirm the clock. And right now the clock is. Look at the mini map. They may eventually. It may eventually have to meet up.
Perfect timing there. He had his gutsy turn of events there. It's now 2 versus 3 down around. But again, when they win, it comes down to a 1v1 clutch. They haven't really put in clear 0-7.
That scared you a bit, didn't it?
That grenade, the intercom here, and it gave me a fright. Either way, it's going to be a fright for Mr. Santi Sound. And then life answers back. It's a 4v4 as the trades are perfect.
Not only boy, make the mistake. I dare you.
Oh, one to the knee. He was once a great explorer, but he took an arrow to get the kill in the end. It's now a 3-on-3 as the trades were pretty much instant. Devoid trying to play his life.
Virus holding the bomb. Corner to corner. Remember this. Just check your corners. That's what matters on Kurohana.
Round of attack for the side of Series 7 before it flips, and it's going to be a noxious game. Well, shots rain across the map, no one getting the kill. Devoid playing angle in the end though. That is an unfortunate turn of events, but life and Sage keeping it absolutely steeping, oozing with passion coming out of these two teams. Ascendo is Larry.
While the bomb goes down, he might be put on notice. And the hand holding from the Sierra 7 guy.
Oh my
Sando
goodness. Sage makes the read, gets the kill, and Sierra